Women's endurance training part 5. Okay, so we're going to look at two aspects of endurance left to train. So these will be trained after Christmas, sort of February time. Okay, if you've got time to fit them in. Okay, they don't have to be trained, these ones. The other ones I would definitely make a point to get them in. These next two, if you've got time, and maybe only with the players who've done the work to handle them. Okay, so we've got lactic power, which are just longer sprint runs. Okay, so I do them over 20, 25 and 30 seconds. They have complete rest, so they'll have 8 to 10 minutes rest, of which you can just do simple skill drills in between, tactical sort of stuff, however you want to fill the rest. Period is up to you as the coach or the player. I don't mind these runs actually. For a sprinter type, I do these every year as well, and I don't mind them, in fact. So the rest helps me. I don't like incomplete rest too much, so the complete rest makes these a lot bearable for me. But it just shows you how long you can sprint over a longer period of time, which is good to see. Okay, next we've got repeat speed, which is actually called a lactic capacity. Okay, so anytime you've got power, lactic power, alactic power, you have complete rest. Okay, so it's non-fatigue work. As soon as you have capacity, it's generally incomplete rest. Okay, so you've got more work than rest. Okay, so we've got a ratio there. You might have a 3-to-1 ratio, so you might do 60 seconds of work with 20 seconds of rest. Okay, now obviously you can't do a lot of this work because there's not a lot of rest, and what you don't want is if you are, say, doing a running session with a 3-to-1 ratio, so say in 60 seconds you cover, well, let's just say 300 meters, you have 20 seconds rest. Okay, you do another set, you get 250 meters. Okay, you don't want to be dropping down to 100 meters. Okay, so you've got to sort of pick your ratios properly, and if people need to drop out of the drill because all they're doing is getting more tired and their work outputs drop too far, then you may need to do that. So you might want to drop them out for one set and then bring them back in. Okay, so they don't just drop out and do one set. They might do 5 out of 6 or 4 out of 6 sets. Okay, they're still getting some good capacity work in. You're just not bringing them to tears and breaking their body down with fatigue. So as I said in an earlier video, 3 to 4 weeks maximum is all you need to do this for. Maybe twice a week. I don't think I did any of this repeat speed work this past off season. I can't remember actually doing any, so you don't have to do it. If you do all the other stuff correctly, the aerobic capacity, the speed work, the anaerobic threshold programs, if you all do them properly, your repeat speed will improve anyway without having to go into the fatigue work. Okay, like we said, you want to try and get as much work in before fatigue, not see how much you can do when you're fatigued. Okay, and as mentioned earlier, it's a late pre-season time to do, especially the lactic capacity work. The lactic power could go not long after Christmas if people have done the work. But you want to be as fast as you can get over 20, 30 meters, rather than, and then you can be faster over 100, 150 meters. Okay, so if you're not fast over 40, you won't be fast over 100. So you don't need to do a lactic power if you need more work on a lactic power. Any questions? Let me know.